Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol JCP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I have done this one before. I don't remember the last time I did do it, but that's the nice thing about my chart provider, eSignal. Whenever I put up lines, and they just remember where they are, so when I come back, I can kind of see where they're at. And whenever the last video I did, I talked about this level down here right around 340 as support. And I'm not patting myself on the back here, but I'm definitely patting charts on the back. But the power of charts, you can see right here on the gap down, the price, stabilized right here around this range, and then got a nice little bounce up from there. So that kind of leads off the bat in terms of levels of support. Well, we definitely had confirmation that right around 345 is that level of support. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that downwards just a little bit, and we'll put it right at the lows of today. That kind of gives us the exact point of the low, which is at 342. So, but if you want to call it 345 or 342, we're talking about 3 cents. So whatever floats your boat, but 342 will be that initial area of support. And then I want to flip back over to levels of resistance because as I noted, the price, started to bounce. And then where this bounce ended, so the price was bouncing and bouncing and bouncing, as you see right there. And then the location of the bounce, kind of, fuel running out of the tank, the party stopping, whatever, however you want to visualize that, was right there at that pink line, which is the famous 200 period simple moving average. Even if you have just a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 200 period moving average, and you know that when the price is below it, that level does tend to act as resistance. And again, right there, truly acted as resistance. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible to break through that level or anything like that. I'm just saying that according to the history of just technical analysis, according to the very data we have right here, the bulls are going to need to bring their A game if they're not only going to break above 385, but then also start to stay above it. And 385 is coming from, that being the value of that pink line. As far as a very shorter term level of support, I'm not going to officially mark it out, but right here you can see the bulls did find some consolidation right around 360. So if that could hold going forward, that would be a nice little solid sign of strength on the bulls' part. But if it cannot, it would not be shocking at all to see the price at least go down there and retest the low 340s. In the event the price can push through the pink line right there, the next key level of resistance to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, which is the 50 period simple moving average. So interesting setup going into today, especially after the bigger gap down this morning. The bulls did recover nice. The bulls are putting in some sideways price action, trying to build a higher base. So we'll see how this one all unfolds next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.